Hello, my friends. How we doing today? Welcome on in. Oh, it's good to have y'all out here. Hi. You got a little slow start to the stream, but how we doing? Welcome on in. Hello, what's going on? Hi's. The camera's not working as usual. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Literally so weird, so dumb, but we're back, we're chilling, we're good, we're here, we're hanging. Good times only. What's up? How we doing? I'm tired. How are you?
Pleased to meet you.
Almost a
It's
whole
Friday.
year of whip, yay, hello, smile.
That's all I got. That's my intro today. Anima, thank you for the 42 months before stream started. I really do appreciate it. Happy Friday to you. Flanders, thank you so very much for the 18 months. And Kari, thank you so much for the 11 months.
Greetings.
And Cap with the gift sub. Thank you all so very much. I do appreciate it. Gonna be lurking today. Derek Kestrel, you have a good Friday. Can't wait to see how you improve it. We got some plans for the copper farm. The copper aging area is what we're gonna focus on today, which is the copper factory. So we'll see what we can do. Exhausted, yeah. We went to the gym yesterday, and I got back in the pool for the first time in like 2.5 months, which was so good. I was so happy to be back in the pool. Swam a little over a mile, and it felt great. And then we went to go play pickleball with some friends after, and I was like, oh no, all my energy is gone. It just did not go well. That was fun. Not my best showing of athleticism, but that's fine. And then yeah, did that, and then I just like could not fall asleep last night. It was one of those nights where you crawl in bed and you're just like, I want to sleep, but I can't sleep. Why not? But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Bayazura, it's the grand champion. I can't believe it's you standing here next to me.
Thronebreaker with the 100 gift subs. My dude, I think that's the first time the new notification sound is played. Dude, I love that notification sound. I'm so happy I put that in. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. Oh, what the heck again? Yeah, where's Jinxie? Where's Jinxie? I told them there was something really cool coming. Oh, they missed it. Somebody will have to send them the clip. Thronebreaker, thank you so much for the 100 gift subs to start up the stream. My dude, just send in the hype train. What is it? It's not up to level 9. Just straight from level 2 to level 9. My dude, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Jinxie's probably lurking. Yeah, they got busy life stuff to do, I'm sure, so. Really appreciate it.
Second dono high foot.
Jordan, sorry I missed that one before stream, but thank you so very much for the 2, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Wildman with 5 gift memberships.
Cha-ching!
Thank you. The Arena Oblivion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's if you become the grand champion, then the dude will randomly come up to you and just like yell at you that he's your favorite person ever. So I figured that was a perfect one for the 100 gift sub bomb. I was like, I think we need this. I think we need this in here. But it's all good. Let me turn this music down. It's kind of bumping. Oh, dude, yo, I put it in the playlist somewhere. I didn't realize that Minecraft did it a while ago.
Build yesterday. Smiley face emoji.
Kate, thank you so much for the 21 months. I really do appreciate it. The Comforting Memories song from the Minecraft soundtrack, if you've heard it, it's from the Chase the Skies, so it's a newer one. But Minecraft released a rock remix, a pop remix, and an orchestral remix, and the rock one is insanely good. It's so good. I added it to the playlist, so it'll pop on at some point.
I love watching them on Smiles.
Do you edit your own videos? I don't anymore. No, I have an editor. He's been doing all the videos for about 3 years, 2.5 years, over 2 years, somewhere in that time frame. But I did everything before that, and I'm still very involved in the process, but I don't physically do the edits anymore. No, I don't got enough time for that.
Keep it real.
Woohoo baby. Another stream by yours truly. How have you been this week so far?
Get the world loading.
Today a copper project?
I need to restart Minecraft. I was working in creative doing some planning stuff. What am I missing? Distraught Potato, thank you for the biddies. Kate, again, thank you for the 21 months. Cap with the bit. Writers Unite, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. Russ, thank you so much. And ZX, thanks for the donut, my dude. I appreciate it. Ooh, bright white Minecraft screen. Yeah, we're gonna work on fixing up the copper aging room, get chunk loaders built in down there, and get the floor made of oxidized copper on both, so that we can just leave copper in there to age and do all that stuff. You a Seahawks fan or Sounders? I am a general Seattle sports fan. I would say I don't typically go to the games. One, I like both of them, but I just don't really go to either. I've been to a ton of Seahawks and Sounders games in the past, just not too much recently. Seahawks are just too expensive. They're so expensive to get a ticket into the stadium. But I would love to go to more Sounders games. Absolutely. So I enjoy soccer a lot. It's a good one. Clip the new sound. Thank you, Miss May. You'll have to send that to Jinxie for me. I saw somebody asking about it. So yeah, I got this done back in January. So it's Mount Rainier, a hummingbird on top, and then an evergreen forest and like a little like river kind of thing going on there for whoever was asking about that. I'm celebrating this week. Finally got approved for disability after an 18-month fight with the government. Wild Rose, congratulations. I'm so happy for you were able to get that resolved. That's, I'm sure, a huge weight off your shoulders and all that, and you deserve to celebrate after that. I'm sorry that you're having to deal with that to begin with, but oof, I'm glad you're able to get it resolved. Jordan, thank you so much for the huge donut, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I think tonight is the first time we're actually staying in for dinner. We were out for dinner last night. We got Mexican food. It was great. Delicious. And then we went out for like a big steak dinner earlier this week with some fam. I'm just like, I want a home-cooked meal. Will you be going to any of the World Cup matches next year? I'm trying, dude. We're trying so hard. I'm pulling out every stop that I got to try and get some World Cup tickets. I don't care who I'm watching, but if the World Cup is coming to Seattle where I live, oh my god, dude, I feel like I'm trying so hard to be able to get tickets to go to just any match. I don't care what time it is, where like who's playing. I just want to go. I want to go so badly. But yeah, Archie, thank you so much for coming to member, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I usually watch a lot of the World Cup games just because I love the craze of all the fans and the excitement behind it, and just like how everybody shows up so much for their team.
Wow, time flies.
And I just would love to be involved with that in some way, shape, or form.
Inspirations. Back to lurking.
Alex, thank you so much for the 1 year. Wow, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. I'm also excited to just see like what it does to Seattle as a city, because it's going to bring in so many people, and there's so many things that Seattle's like trying to finish all these projects before it all happens. Like the Seattle waterfront has been, if you haven't been to the Seattle waterfront for a long time, it's so cool now. But yeah, it's like they're finishing up and improving the city so much, and actually like putting money behind cleaning things up and whatnot. And so I'm excited to see how it. I'm hopeful that Seattle is going to change for like the better out of it too, which would be fun. I love the city regardless, but there's a few things that I would love to see them put more money and effort into making it better. Never been a big fan of any sports, but I'm totally with you. The energy in stadiums is unmatched. Yeah, we had the opportunity when I was in like 5th or 6th grade. There was a travel match that was a team from Mexico City was playing a team from the UK, and they met up to do like a friendly match in Seattle, and we got tickets to that just like as far up as the nosebleeds as you can get, and we were just surrounded by Mexico fans, and it was just, the energy was insane. Like if I can just have like some element of that again, like that would be so cool to be able to see that. And just like we're up there just being just me and my brother, just like two little kids, just like, yeah. And they ended up like giving us like the hats and things to wear during the game and whatnot, just like other fans around us being like, we've accepted you into our group now. And so like we didn't go with like any desire to root for either which team, we just wanted to watch the game. And we fully sided with the Mexico fans. There was no contest about that. The earthquake the Seahawks caused? Yeah, that was insane. The wasn't that Richard Sherman? No, who was that? Who did that? Yeah, the Seahawks stadium is like crazy. The way that the roof covers in over it slightly amplifies the sound so much. So like the fact that like the earthquakes come out of it from all the noise and everything is absurd. I remember watching that play because that was like a kick return or something with just absurd for football. But yeah, no, there's been some cool things here. The only sport I ever got into was swimming in like third grade. Kind of wish I kept at it, but I was young and didn't like traveling for swim meets. Dude, swim meets were so like my least favorite part of being on a swim team was swim meets. Like they're fun to hang with the friends, but at the same time, I was just like, I'm here for how many hours? And like it's like, okay, I just had one race. I have 2 hours to just sit on the pool deck until my next race. I need to do something. Swimming was fun though. But then I got stuck into doing the 500 freestyle was my event. That I was the best event for me was 500 freestyle. And so I was just like always at the end of the meets. It was just always at the very end. That was not fun. My friends over on YouTube though want to be super fun as we click the like button. Haha, I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much everybody for doing that. The only sport I participated in was archery. The only one I like watching is hockey. Yeah, I want to go to more Seattle Kraken games this year. They're fun. There's also the Seattle is getting a women's hockey team for professional hockey, which is really, really cool. Hopefully going to go to a few of their games too this year. I feel like that'd be really fun to see the team in like their first year and just see what comes from it. Did swim team for high school and track. I can relate to that struggle. Dude, it's so real. It's so real. Track too. Any sport that has a meet is just like so much. How warm it is in the PNW here in the Arctic? It's been 80 and 90 Fahrenheit for about 3 weeks. Woof.
Great trip.
It's 67 and cloudy today, but it's pretty humid, so it's kind of feeling warmer. Wait, you live in Washington? Yeah, I'm from Seattle. EagleCraft, thank you so much for the donut, my dude. How we doing down there? In the middle of winter now or end of winter? I always like the idea that like the hemispheres are in opposite seasons. To me, I know it's like random. That just like always messes with my brain. In my city, there's a women's basketball team. Yeah, Seattle has the Storm. Haven't made it to one of their games yet, but that'd be cool to go to. Okay, I think we need to get into Minecrafting. Don't look at this. Don't look at it. I live in Utah and the new hockey team is so fun to watch. Oh, I have to go back and get something. Actually, everything I'm walking through right now, spoilers. I kind of forgot that that video hasn't went live yet. We're gonna pick you up. We're gonna put you back in here. We're gonna also take that. We're gonna take that. I'm gonna take the shovel out. Dirt can go in there. I'll take you. Don't look at it. It's all super spoilery. Run away! Rip Supersonics. Oh, I love going to Sonics games, dude. I was so sad when they moved. Spoilers, where? Why is it not loading in the top of that? Hello, I built that. Which I know Southern Hemisphere is a different season. My brain just refuses to accept it until I see it. Yeah, I feel like the one that messes with my brain the most is that people in Australia that celebrate Christmas do it in the summer. I'm just like, Christmas is a winter holiday. It's not a summer holiday. Like, there's no way that's real. Obviously fake. Okay, so we need a ton of waxed, or not waxed. We need a ton of oxidized copper. I only have one, so that's a wee bit of a problem. I think we need to go to a trial chamber and mine up some more of it because we need to cover the floors. I'll go show y'all what the plan is today, and then we'll get working. But let me grab a shulker. Bed. Oh, I did forget my bed. That's true. I'll grab it on the way back. We got to go over that way anyways. Christmas is a year-round holiday in the North Pole, actually. Is it always December? Otherwise, I don't know. Love your flower textures. Haven't found a flower texture pack that I like as much as you want, so I love to see your videos. Thanks, little turtle duckling. Appreciate that. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is who is the one that did the little bit of testing to confirm more for me? I don't know if they're in chat today, but Sugar Dot, after stream on Wednesday where I was complaining about aging all that copper, did a little bit of testing for me and found out that chunk loaders do in fact work for aging copper. And we can either use the ender pearl ones, or we can, oh, actually we can use a bunch of this copper. It's not enough to cover the floor, but the idea that we're gonna go with today is this entire glass layer right here that we're seeing. This needs to all be replaced with aged copper, like oxidized copper down to this layer. So all these glass blocks need to be torn up and removed. And then also we need to do that for this entire layer here. All of the glass blocks need to be torn up and they need to be replaced with copper. And then what we're going to do after that is that you see in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll trim off the edges here. And so we're gonna have 6 chunks that we need to chunk load. So we need to go do ender pearl chunk loaders inside of each of them, which are super easy to do with the bubble columns now. So we'll get that set up, and then we can dig it out this way a little bit further. And so we'll get 6 full chunks here, and we'll turn that into our new copper aging facility. And then my hope is that with the copper floor down on it, we can just lay, and the chunk loading, we can just lay blocks of copper across the entire thing that will then age the entire point much more quickly. So that's the plan. That's the game plan. I'm hoping I can leave the frog lights in. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find a different way to light this space up, but we'll see how it goes. Why trim? Why not expand? Because I just don't want to load that many more chunks unless I absolutely need to. So if we're doing chunk loaders, we need to be smart about how many things that we're chunk loading. The more things we chunk load, the more permanent leg gets added to the world. So I don't want to chunk load everything because that just means more lag added into the world. But my friends, click the like button if you haven't already. I very much do appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got 500 people in here. We got 250 likes right now, so I appreciate it. And we're gonna fly this way. Don't look at it. Christmas without snow just breaks my brain and makes it not seem like Christmas. We don't get snow all the time on Christmas, so that part doesn't mess with me. Like a lot of times we just get like rainy mess and whatnot. Or just cold, but it's fine. Look at that university coming along. Let's get in there. Dude, I've been playing so much recently. I've been building so much. I've been just living in this world. Okay, we need to start by going down here. You don't get snow? No, Seattle typically, we're pretty close to water level, so even though it gets cold, we don't get a whole lot of snow. And Seattle tends to stay weather-wise in the, more in like the high 30s, low 40s in the winter for Fahrenheit. All right, we just need to pick up a ton of this stuff. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to de-wax it when we put it all down later, but for now this can at least get us through here a little bit. First time catching the stream live. Welcome on in. Good to have you. When will the mountain range be completed with all the dirt? Great question. I don't know. I do want to spend some time working on it here soon because I think we can use that as a really cool place to feature Happy Gas as like a really, really fun way to do things with them. Oh, there's a gold pickaxe and some baked potato. but I just am not really. I'm finishing the entire university. That's like project numero uno right now. And if we can get the entire university finished and it's looking fantastic and all that cool stuff, then I'm gonna start looking at other projects. And I do think one of those is headed to the mountain range, but also part of me wants to say, you know what? I've been doing a ton of stuff recently, and I kind of want to pick a little bit of a smaller project for a week or two. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Pleased to meet you.
I gotta get out there and plan
Love
more of
the
the
videos you make. Keep up the epic work.
What was that? LT Storm the Lieutenant Storm the Dragon. That's what it is, I'm assuming. Thank you so very much for the 2 months, my dude. Appreciate it. Victoria, Canada, we don't get snow. Yeah, Victoria's like exactly on water level, so. Does the cut copper also work for oxidization? I don't know. Can somebody else confirm that? Can we use cut copper? Or does it have to be... Where the heck am I? Can we use cut copper, or does it have to be... Ooh, we're gonna get a ton of spawns in here. Does anybody know that? Does anybody, any smart people in chat have that information? You have a tattoo? I have a few tattoos, yeah. This is why you use your trapdoors. And breeze rods. A key. Yes, they do oxidize, at least Google says. 2 keys. Okay, so we can just convert all this stuff down into... Dude, I've been running the Infernal Descent on Misadventures so much that I'm like, every time I eat food, I'm like starting to look away or thinking that I should look away. A 3rd key! Dude, what is this luck? I mean, they're not ominous keys, but it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Okay, so we actually don't need that much copper then. If we can just take all of this stuff and turn it into cut copper, that'd be a lot faster. It should work for any copper block. Okay, so we can do a floor of copper trapdoors that are fully aged. I'm kidding. We will not do that. I guess that means I could also tear these up, but they're not. I don't like that Minecraft used waxed oxidized copper in all of these structures. Why is it waxed oxidized copper? It can't oxidize any further. Just an extra step. It's annoying. Bah humbug. So what we're trying to use the logic here is that according to the Minecraft wiki, if you ever have copper and you surround it by copper that is farther oxidized, it'll make the lesser oxidized copper oxidize faster, is the logic that we are utilizing here to help fix up the copper aging factory that we have. Wax oxidized copper helps with lightning strikes, but since the vaults are underground, it's a bit silly. Yeah. Also, it'd be kind of cool if there was more variety to it. If like somehow lightning struck down here and some of it was de-aged when you came in, I feel like that'd be more fun. Instead of it always being all the same colors. I don't know. I like the random chance of something like that happening in a Minecraft world. Not that I ever have to deal with it, but... Yeah, I keep making comments about how weather's broken in this world, and so many people keep coming and be like, what? What do you mean weather's broken? Like, no, weather is broken. Weather do not work in this world. Would you ever build another huge city like Path? Yes, but I'm going to finish Path before we build another big city. I will continue expanding Papyrus, but Papyrus, actually it's getting to be, the plan for Papyrus is getting larger and larger, so you never know. I wouldn't be surprised if Papyrus at one point, new Papyrus, sorry, gets to be a similar size of what Path is now. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I don't think new Papyrus will be bigger than Path, but I think it'll definitely get to be a similar size. Also, I'm realizing now I'm being so dumb. That's was what I was worried about. Yeah. I really should be doing this now, because otherwise I'm just placing the blocks down to then do this again. This Major's dropping in Uwu. Okay. I see we're picking Uwu today. My world, it rains all the time and it's so annoying. Yeah, I kind of don't hate the fact that weather's broken in this world. What'd you just do? I de-waxed them all. So these are all waxed and these are all now just regular oxidized copper. And now we can just cut those right away. Where the rest of these waxed ones, I then need to place them down again to de-wax them. Because waxed oxidized copper does not help other copper age faster. So we need to de-wax it. And then... Why de-waxing? Because we are going to put it all on the floor. And according to the Minecraft wiki, if you have oxidized copper, note, cannot be waxed, it will help other copper that are connected to it oxidize faster. So the goal here today is to rebuild the copper aging room. And also I'm stealing these bulbs because I want them. I need a few bulbs for the... Are they all waxed? They are all waxed. Whatever. Potato. Potato. Copper bulbs are so pretty. I really like the unlit copper bulb as for a detail block. It's been really, really fun to try and work in the whatchamacallit copper bulb a few times. Okay, so there's 2 stacks, so that's... That and the chiseled copper I'm using a lot right now. My little farms. Well, you had copper golems. They're not in the game yet. When copper golems get introduced, we'll find some places to use them. I do so wish the statue was not an entity, though. I understand why it needs to be able to preserve the name tag. But, oh, I wish the statue was not an entity. being able to use the statue on like the side of big buildings or something, I was so excited for it. This next drop, I feel like, is going to be really good. I've been kind of hit or miss on it. But with the most recent snapshot that came to Java, with the shelves getting added, all the technical changes that they did on the back end to make the game run better, all that sort of stuff, I'm like, oh, cool. Did you ever fix the farm in the end, the Wither Rose farm? I did not. No, I need to go back and check it and see if updating this new version somehow fixed the mod that was bugging it. So hyped to see what you'll do with the shells. Me too. Okay, so there's almost 4 stacks. We're gonna need a lot of copper to be able to cover the floor, unfortunately. There's more over there. Hee hee. I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. I'll take that one. We'll start with all this, and then we'll go and put the rest of the stuff down and change it up as we need. Then we have the painstaking time of breaking glass. I don't mind rain in Minecraft. The thing that I don't like about it is that it ruins video compression for YouTube. Like, I'm okay with playing in rain myself. But then when it makes my video look worse on YouTube, that's when I'm like, I hate this rain. I actually like video games that have atmospheric features like rain and storms and all of that stuff. Like, I think it's a really, really cool way of adding some unique things into environments that change as you move around. Like, I love when video games do that. No, don't let them out. The demons. What do copper golems do? They will sort inventories for you. Well, they'll sort your chests for you, I guess, is the correct... Okay. Whatever. Just do that. Trying to prevent the flood. The flood. Okay, cool. I think that's enough to get started. We'll just see how far this gets us. And if we need more copper, we'll come back. Now I need to figure out how the heck I got in here. Oh, actually right here. This is how I got in. You watch any sports? Not religiously, no. Like, I'm never consistently watching sports. I'll watch stuff if it's on, but I'm not like following any specific teams or anything. Okay, now time for the trip home. How do copper golems work? There's a lot of other videos and news out there that you can get a lot more in-depth information, but more or less they're adding a new chest to the game called the copper chest. Copper golems will pick items up out of the chest and then scan an area, I believe 32 blocks around that chest in a big circle, and then if there is, like, say they pick up a bone, and if there's another chest within 32 blocks that has a bone in it, they will try and put that block into there. Well, you had irrigation ditches for your farm since it doesn't rain. I'm not going that far into the lore of there not being rain in this world, but we could. Render distance is gorgeous, dude. Voxy is my new favorite mod. I got 11 trial keys in there. Is that where... Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, English only in the chat. Help me and the mods keep it. This is a safe space. The only way we can do that is by knowing what the chat is saying. How does one's PC not implode upon receiving such a distance of rendering? Voxy changes up how rendering is done. It's by the same person that created NVIDIA, if you know that mod. Okay. We're gonna do this to get a little bit more copper. So we're gonna run through and pick up all of it. And then after that, we'll start the outline of the floor for where we're gonna put everything that'll age. And then we'll keep it schmoving. I just realized that putting the... we'll keep the frog lights just floating because I don't want to get rid of them. But I realized that the ones on the floor are going to get covered anyways, unless we're doing specifically trapdoors or doors to age. So... just going to break them too. There should be just under 4 stacks of copper in here, with how I've currently been doing it. I think we're gonna, since I'll be able to chunk load it, so it doesn't matter that it's only when I'm nearby, because copper used to, I believe, have to have a player within 128 blocks. Now it can be chunk loaded to age, which is great. So this way, I think with the chunk loading being in there, we can just fill the entire floor on top of the oxidized stuff. And then from my understanding, it should be the same as if it's 4 blocks spaced apart if you're putting it up on an entire layer of oxidized stuff. But I could be wrong. It might not be the most efficient, but as long as I can put a heck of a lot of trapdoors down here and just be able to come back and pick them all up once they're aged later on, I'm happy. Board Legion, if you don't like the rules in here, you don't have to be here. But the rules are in place to make sure that, one, we can actually understand things. I also don't know why you'd say things in chat when the streamer can only read a certain language. Why would you say things in a different language? Unless you're intentionally trying to have it be something that I can't read, which then in that case, I'm just going to assume it's something bad. Yeah, this is the stereo remix of Pigstep. Missed one on the floor. Did I? I did. Thank you. Okay. I think still having the 2 layers is probably a smart idea, just because then I can have a ton in here. But we'll get the border placed in, and then we'll probably deal with the bubble columns. Okay, so we need to go with... that's hitboxes, F3G. So we're going to be going with... all along. I'm going to pick up this glass because I'm actually kind of running low on glass. And I don't have emeralds to buy many more right now because I spent all my emeralds previously on buying glass. A bit of an oopsie, but that's okay. bricks. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a given for sure. All right, so if we take this all the way down here. Do we want to extend it out? I think I'll just do this for now and make sure we have enough copper for this. And then if we want to extend it out further, then we can after. But for now, we're going to commit to just doing this. Okay, so there's that side. And then this side will be in here. There's a zombie with an item down there. I'll go get him. Looking good. I don't know if it's looking good, but it's functional. I don't know if this place down here was ever intended to look good. Yeah, I did the glass because I'm pretty sure this is a slime chunk. So we might just be opening up a big old can of slime. Or was the zombie with an item? Oh, he does have a stone block. Thanks, buddy. Just do a little bit of that. Oh. W Copper Farm. W Copper Farm. Ready for this? Nailed it. Let's go with... We'll just do a line going across here too. No chickens down there? There should be no chickens down there. W Copper in general. True. Copper's pretty good. Make sure y'all click the like button over on YouTube if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton, so I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. We got 700 people in here. We're at 350 likes, so we're halfway. Almost 50% of the peoples. So there's that. And then the other line I'll put here for now. Just so that I'm not getting rid of those light sources yet. First I hated copper, but I guess it grew on you. Yeah, it just needed to patina for a while in your brain and then you're enjoying it. 2-in-1 copper and slime. Oh, how I just would love more slime in this game, because I use so much slime in all of the things that I do. It's definitely a true statement right there. Never a truer one. I don't use slime at all. Where's the line? Here it is. So I know you can like use a sword to break glass faster, but why is there still no way to more efficiently break glass blocks in Minecraft? Why does breaking a block of stone go faster than mining a piece of glass? Anybody? Whipstone does not involve slime. Oh no, I use so much slime. I guess I don't use a whole lot of slime for redstone, but I use a decent amount. Okay, but now it's time for some whipstone, and by whipstone I mean I need soul sand, kelp. These bones will just go back into that. I need some more, and then we're gonna need ender pearls, which I do not have on me here. How deep do you need to dig it? Can you dig it? Try to get some slime too. Nah. Don't need no stinking slime. I picked up everything in the corner. Ugh. All right, let me get rid of that chunk border. We'll come back and deal with this one after we get everything sorted down below. What's the name of the texture pack that makes Minecraft look like an animation? I don't know what you're talking about. Fresh animations, maybe? Just splash the oozing potion on the armadillo experience farm. Dude, I don't even have an armadillo experience farm. I still have never... done anything with an armadillo other than shear one once to get some scoot. I haven't even bred an armadillo yet. I just forget they exist in the game at all times. Are you building pics as David? No. We're doing a much more basic version. Oh, we actually need 6. I should get an extra. I'm gonna just bring a stack. I will probably mess this up. Woohoo! Dude, the city's looking so cool now. You should make an armadillo farm. What would I do with one, though? Because I was like, oh, maybe I'll put him in papyrus, but I feel like in papyrus doesn't really make sense. Maybe when we get out to doing something in the savannah and they're nearby, I'll do something with them out there, but... I don't know, man. Okay, so we need a chunk load every single one of these cubes because the chunk loader loads 1 chunk as it do. And for that, we need to go, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to go 14 down. And then we're going to go a 15th. Turn that so it's a little bit brighter for y'all. I don't know why I'm doing this instead of just flying with Elytra, but here we are. Maybe be an exotic trader in the city. Woohoo! Okay. So now, if we take an ender pearl, we just do... Oh, insult to injury. See, this is why we bring extra ones. Actually, I'm thinking now that I need to do it there because it needs to be able to bob properly, and that would be a copper block above it. Now I should be able to just do one of them's, and that's chunk loaded. Okay, this chunk will never unload in this world. Cool. Bowling alley with the armadillos. It's just 8 blocks? Oh, okay. Well, we're doing extra work. I planned that. I really planned to be up here. Would laugh if you got teleported there at a random time. Yeah. It'll happen at some point, I'm sure. Oh, thank you, May. Could you show us how you get copper in the world? Yeah, I can show you guys after. Well, we just got a lot of it from... Not having fun. Not having fun. Not having fun. No fun is being had. I can show you all the copper farm after. think this is the right depth. What upgrades are being made? We are chunk loading the copper farm, and we're changing the floor of the entire copper farm to oxidized copper so that it will all be able to age much more quickly. And we'll be able to put a lot more copper in here for aging. But the most important part is that it'll always be aging now, because currently this only works if I'm in the area, and I'm never near enough for copper in this place to age, so it's actually hasn't been working for a very, very long time. Okay, there's 3 done. Such a good mod. Exactly. Oh, I only took 5 buckets with me, didn't I? Did I put that in the bottom? That's still same. Okay. Wish South Africa had Minecraft YouTubers. They do. Have you heard of Ren the dog? Ren dog is from South Africa. Yeah. Okay, there's 4. And this will be 5. Doesn't this lag a lot? I mean, it's only 6 chunks. So it doesn't matter that much for me. If your computer is a potato, 6 chunks can change a lot. But if your computer is decent and you're playing on 20 plus render distance already, like, your 6 chunks is really not that much. Okay, we want to go there. Let it send us down. Leg out when I'm in the city. Yeah, this city is definitely a little laggy now. Do you have a server that subscribers says members can join? Yeah, tier 2 memberships get you access to the community server. I do not have a public server. It's a very much more of a chill core community type of server, because it's a very relaxed place to play Minecraft if you're looking for something like that. But I don't have a public server, and it is available for tier 2 members, not tier 1. So just keep that in mind if you're considering joining. All right, we'll take the water there. There's all thems. We're gonna get so much glass out of this, y'all. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, I haven't turned that into kelp yet, or water sources. Favorite thing to build? Dude, I just love building little villages. Actually, I think I'm really in a phase right now where I'm loving building just little tiny greenery spots. Just little gardens. I'm having so much fun building little gardens recently. Just like Farmer fWhip is thriving. Okay, there's all 6. That's done. Now we need to start tearing out all of the glass and replace all of that with our copper. But now these chunks are permanently loaded, unless we get rid of the ender pearls, which is great because those are easy to remove if we want to. But that's going to help a lot with... Yeah, the supporter server is Java only currently. I need to look into seeing what we can do to get it with that, like, connect thing. Yeah, sorry, I know there's a lot of people that do Bedrock and Java servers, but his herbology era founding the university. It's true. Your little brother's birthday? Ooh, we got a Leo. Dude, happy birthday, Emmett. Happy birthday. Dude, my birthday's in 8 days. My birthday's next Saturday. Let's go, Leo energy. Hey, Sereno, welcome on in. How we doing? Would the servers be linked? Yeah, so there's some mods you can download that allow you to host a Java server and make it so that Bedrock players can join. But it's pretty complicated. You're turning 23. Oh yeah, every year, still turning 20. No, I'm turning 31. Birthday's on the 14th. Ooh. I saw your new boat, Blocky. It looked good. It's a good boat. I really should have brought another shulker box with me. I didn't think that I'd be getting this much glass. Oh, man. My inventory's gonna be such a mess. Okay, and now we just need to... I'm curious how dark it's gonna make it if we tear these guys all out. Okay, so remember, all of these are oxidized, not waxed. They're just regular old oxidized copper. What's the... Oh, I got a fancy mod in here. Dude, I installed a new mod because Mini HUD keeps lagging my games so much. I still haven't figured out the memory leak in Mini HUD. I don't know what it is. But that's light level 5 there at the lowest point, so we actually should be pretty good. Ugh, so many things. Not slabs. Benjamin, do slabs work too? I'll be honest, I kind of like the idea of a full block because I can jump onto a full block next to it. What mod is that? It's called Light Level 2025. This might be stupid, but what's the purpose of the copper floor? So when you place... regular copper or any type of copper next to a copper that is more oxidized than the first copper, this will make that copper oxidize faster. So by placing the whole floor out of our oxidized copper, it will then make all of the copper that we place on top of it reach that oxidization phase faster. And a big holdup that I currently have in how I'm building and doing things is I am constantly waiting for copper to age.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah, Blocky is also a Leo. Yay, me. JK, he's a good Leo. Yeah. There can be good Leos. There's dozens of us. Cool feature, didn't no clue it existed. Yeah, they added it a bit after copper was originally added. Anima, thank you for gifting a sub to Blocky. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's unfortunate. Oxidized copper is such a good block. The problem for me is I love the second and third stage of copper, which is the hardest to get. I would say stage 3 is the hardest, the weathered. Because you need to wait just long enough for it to get there, or you let it all go all the way to the 4th, and then you have to axe it once to be able to get it back. So it just makes, I would say actually stage 2, if you just do big AFK sections, is probably the hardest to get, because then you need to spend all the time to get the thing sorted, right? But yeah, is what it is. Why don't I have copper aging right now? Because we're just setting up the floor first. We'll cover it all in trapdoors afterwards, to be honest. Why did you put the frog light under / over the copper? Before, I had the frog lights all placed in as a 4x4 grid marker, so they were all 4 blocks apart. And then 4 blocks up was in there, so you could place one here, and you could place one there, and you get the 4 blocks apart, which is the fastest way to age copper if you don't have the floor like this down. So I was doing that to help myself out earlier, but now we have this. This is technically the same speed as doing that, but this way you can put copper blocks closer together, apparently. So it should, this theoretically, from how I understood and interpreted the wiki, this should allow me to age more copper at once without expanding this room. So the frog lights were there, 1 as a way to light it up before, and 2 also as a marker of put block on this. You get more copper using a stone cutter. Did I not? I just used a stone cutter. You also put a layer on top, leaving only a 1 block gap and accessing it with the trapdoor. Does that make it go even faster with having it on top too? Use top slabs instead to save blocks, probably. Oh well. I don't really mind using full blocks. I think, I don't know. I like the idea of knowing that it's actually filled in instead of just a slab. Great birthday present, Anima. Excellent birthday present. Click the like button if you haven't already, my friends. We got 900 people in here. We're at 400 likes right now. I'll believe we can get up there. Way past your bedtime? It's only noon. Just kidding. Haha, that's a funny time zone joke for you. Love your builds, Darla. Thank you. Darlala. Everyone just stopped by for a few minutes before heading to work. All good, Ryan. Well, come on in. Need to give Bestie something. Well, you all apparently gave Blocky more work for his birthday, so that's pretty cool by saying, oh my gosh, it's Blocky's birthday, let's allow him to win the build contest on the server so that he can then do work to decorate the end portal. I thought that was just such a kind birthday present that the server community said, Blocky, we're gonna let you win so you can do the work instead of us. Right? I'm assuming that's how it went down. So I'm kind of leaning towards sending frog lights around the entire base wall, like all the way around that like bottom line, like around there. I feel like could look kind of cool. Didn't know there was a contest. Yeah, there was one on the server for decorating a new end stronghold entrance. Or the end portal room for decorating that. So there's a build comp that was going on for a little bit. They're usually announced in supporter server announcements, so check out in there if you are curious about build competitions going on the supporter server and you got access to it. Don't you just hate being too good? I know, I suffer from that daily. It's really annoying. Can't even say that with a straight face. I know it's really not going to change that much light level wise in the middle, not that we need it, because I'm gonna leave the floating ones up above, but I think we could get a little bit of a good cleaner aesthetic going. Yeah, it kind of gives light around the edge, and we'll just send it over there. I'm gonna leave that glass on the edge too. I don't care about cleaning that up. Hey Megan, how we doing? Welcome on in. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to put the glass, and then I need the redstone box. Put this. Do a little put the kelp back. I'll put the ender pearls in there just so we can have a full kit ready to go. Put the buckets back. Ooh, I need to keep one because I need to fill it. Can put my bone meal back. Didn't even need any of it. Okay, there's a little bit more inventory sorted. Copper bulbs around the edge. Ooh, Austin, that's a good idea, because then that could also help with the aging too.
Pleased to meet you.
That's a good idea.
Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. fWhip yay.
fWhip yay. Heck yeah. I'm going to save those because I need them for the build. Spontaneous Cat, thank you for the 7 months. I really appreciate that. Oh, I got to power them though. I guess that just means I put a redstone block down and it'll be fine. But they're gonna get dark. Put that there. They're gonna get darker as they age. It's kind of cool now, but that would be kind of just a fun vibe. We could do that, and then we could do above that with the frog lights. Look stupid if we did the frog lights up here. They're gonna get dark. Yeah, but that could be kind of cool to have like that little subtle light coloring in there. And then the frog lights above. I don't know. Because that way, if we fill in the entire floor all the way like with a full block across, then we'll still be able to see some light coming in, which might be nice. Does this count as an interior? In my book, heck yeah, it does. No, probably not. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. We'll be fine. So if we come out here, yeah, even with all of the floor ones removed, these are still looking good on light level. I hit the wrong button. I don't want to take a screenshot. No screenshot. No screenshot. I think it'd be even cooler once the frog lights go all the way to the 4th stage. Oh, you can already see 2 of them aged. Kidney stones. Thank you for the 2 months. Interesting name. Can you release the playlist for your streams? It's just a bunch of the Minecraft soundtrack stuff thrown in. And some other stuff I got off Epidemic. But it's all on my personal Spotify, so I'm not going to release it because then my name's attached to it. And I don't want to recreate it anywhere else. Factory's already working. Yee. No 2 months of kidney stones, please. Fair. Green frog lights would match better once copper bulbs will oxidize. I was kind of thinking I like the orange and the green combo. I think having that little contrast instead of green on green, I think would be kind of cool. Just had surgery. I don't want more medical things. Yeah. Not same on the surgery side, but same on don't want medical things. Actually, I had surgery like 2 months ago. I guess it was technically a surgery. I had signed forms saying I was getting surgery done, so therefore it counts, right? Some more yellow. Yeah, they're kind of, there's more like yellowy. There's a little orangey tone in there, but yeah, definitely in the middle is very yellowy. Please buy me Minecraft. Oh my gosh, you're back asking for me to buy you Minecraft again? 2 streams in a row. Woo! This time for sure, I'll buy you Minecraft, yeah. Only because you came back and asked the second stream in the row, I'll buy you Minecraft. You're persistent. Yeah, no. No. And the amount of time that you've spent asking for me to buy you Minecraft, I'm pretty sure you could have asked your parents, do you have any chores around the house that I can do to make $25 so that I can buy Minecraft? I'm pretty sure if you go and do that, ask your parents, or even go to your neighbors and be like, hey, can I pick up branches in the yard, or can I mow your lawn or something for $25 or something? I think somebody would probably be willing to give you money to do some chores. Looks more yellow. Yeah. Use torches instead of blocks. I forgot they did that. Yeah, I try and not use torches just because I feel so old school Minecraft to me that I'm just like, eh. This can be a new stream tradition. I'm so excited. Jinxie, welcome on in. Have you been lurking since the beginning? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? May clipped it and sent it to you. Need a sassy flip emote? We have one. That already exists. Blocky, if that works out for you, let me know and I'll try that too. You at least saw the clip? Good, good, good. Adoring fans, perfect. I thought it was such a good one. I was scrolling through and I was like, what do I want to add? What do I want to do? I was like, yes. I love that one that Waffle did, that like the cringe. What is it even called? What did we name that emote? What is that one? Oh, the bruh. The fWhip bruh emote. Just, really? I love that one. It's such a good emote. But perhaps they're asking you to buy Minecraft for them. The rights. Oh, true. Yeah, yeah. I would need to go mow some lawns to be able to buy that. I would personally need to go mow a few lawns to be able to buy Minecraft. Just a handful. I already got somebody asking me who comes into stream often asking when I'm gonna buy Amazon though, so I guess like we'll really have the monopoly on the world if all this pans out, where I can buy Minecraft and then I can also buy Amazon. We're gonna be busy. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, they have 1,000 watchers and only 500 likes. True, Vault Joe, true. I'm the Oblivion fanatic. Wild. I always love the Adoring Fan. The Adoring Fan, the memes from it and everything, I just like such a good vibe. The Adoring Fan is such a good character in Oblivion. I'm so happy they kept him and they didn't really change him at all. Those are, gotta make sure we place them all the right way, otherwise it's gonna look awkward. I know we're not doing this outer edge, but I still think it's probably important to So like living in Seattle compared to all the places you've stayed on vacation. Well, vacation I feel like is such a different mindset because you're just there enjoying and vibing. Like you can experience parts of cities, but like you don't really know a city or a place until you've actually lived there. Like you can experience parts of it, but you're never gonna fully understand something unless you live in it. So like it's very, very different. But like, I don't know. I love the Seattle area. It's such a fun city. There's so many things going on with it. All the different neighborhoods have such like unique cultures about them and everything. They're all very, very cool, and there's so many fun places to go hang. So I feel like from that, I just really, really, I don't know. I got so much respect for the city and all that. I've grown up here my entire life. But I'd say Seattle is like definitely a full city. Like some people I feel like come here expecting like small town vibes or something along those lines. I'm like, no, Seattle's a city. It's not craft? Oh, I don't have inventory. That's what it is. Fill this with all of our glass. We'll come and get it later. Go in there too. That can go back in there. Okay, we have one more box left to do. I've heard all it does is rain there. I mean, it's 71 and sunny outside right now. It hasn't rained in a few weeks, actually. We get a lot of rain. I feel like the big thing about Seattle that a lot of people are like, oh, it just rains there, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. And they're like, it sucks. It's like, sure, it rains a decent amount here. But the thing about it that I think is my least favorite part is that in the winter, we get a lot of just consistent cloud coverage. It might not always be raining, but like there's always just like a consistent cloud coverage. So it just like feels pretty gray. Like that's the big part that is my like least favorite. It's just like how gray it is consistently in the winter. But like the rain and all that doesn't really bother me. When you have clothing for it, the rain's really not that bad. That's more the people who are like, oh my god, it rains so much, it sucks. That's the people who are like going outside in a cotton sweatshirt and a pair of shorts and flip-flops. And they're like, the rain's terrible. It's like, no, get a rain jacket. Like, it's not that bad when you know how to deal with it. Like, and when you dress for weather is not that bad. But, yeah, it's the gray, like, cloud coverage we get, and then also being pretty far north. In the middle of winter, like the shortest day we have, like the sun is coming up close to 8 a.m. and it's setting about 4 p.m. And then you add that with the gray cloud coverage over the top of it, and then it feels very just bleak and gloomy. Like that's not fun. And I think the difference that we get here is that we don't get much snow. But if you're in a place where you get a lot of snow, even when it is kind of gray and overcast and gloomy and dark outside, the snow still, because it's white, adds a lot of extra light and vibrance and kind of just like, it makes the space feel brighter because light reflects off of it so much more. So without getting snow here, because we're down at water levels, like sea level, you don't get that bright light that comes through the snow that a lot of like really far north places get that also deal with the darkness. So they don't feel as dark because there's the bright snow everywhere. So like that's where like the Seattle darkness and everything comes from. It's just the lack of snow in the winters. Same in northern Germany. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's the same in a lot of places. Yeah. We have a saying in Lithuanian, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing. I get it, yeah. I do love a good gray PNW day when it's not rainy but all misty. Yeah, going hiking in like the gray, misty, like foggy stuff is like some of my favorite things to do. You don't get overheated. You also don't get soaking wet, but you can just like be out in the nature and like be around like the mist and like little bits of fog between all the trees and everything. It's like, oh, this is so beautiful. leaves of the farmland salad. Yes, I'm gonna go harvest my leaves of the farm. My farm leaves. I'm gonna go eat some farm leaves tonight. Why not just terraform IRL? I'm working on it. It's more expensive. I just finished moving on our... Not finished. Like, not just, but like a few weeks ago finished moving over like 1,000 pounds of stone. Just like rocks and everything, because I was filling in a pathway with rock and gravel on it, because it kept in the spring with all the rain, it was turning into mud, and it's where the dogs run through before they come back in the house, and they're tracking it in everywhere. So I had to cover everything. Whole pathway is now covered in rock, and of course the dogs run right around the edge of the pathway instead of down the rock. Because they're like, ew, rock sharp, I don't like walking onto rocks. Large field stones I gotta move. Oof. I need to buy some more rock too. I'm not quite done yet. Okay, so there's floor 1. Let's go get a bunch of copper, see if we can make some bulbs, get some froggy rights. We're gonna leave those floating up in there. It's gonna just, you know, this is our Hogwarts. Just instead of candles, we're gonna have floating frog lights. What blocks do you use? Just like all-purpose stone, just like normal gray stone that you can buy at a hardware store. Got from Home Depot and had like 2 pallets shipped out. Okay. I'm bringing this with me too, because I think we're gonna need some redstone. No light gray wool. Nah, didn't have wool. Wool's a little harder to get. Copper bulb. A bulb. Dude, it takes so much copper. Oh wow. Hello, copper. Right. Okay. That's only half the room. Oof. Oofers. We're an hour and a half in the stream today. I was like, ooh, I gotta find something to do after this. How much regular copper do I have? Please tell me you're not waxed. Good. Good. Actually, before I even need all that, I have no blaze rods. I know that's a fact. We need so much. Let's just take... We need to de-wax 2 stacks, probably. How many... You get 4 per 3 blocks. That'll probably be enough to go around. So I need 2 stacks of blaze rods. Into the nether we go. Woo! I had so many blaze rods because I accidentally gathered far too many when I made the entry. And I'm at the point in this world where I've actually, I don't get it anymore. Does your copper farm still work? Copper farm still works, yeah. I just don't want to... I would rather use resources I have on hand than use stuff from the copper farm if I can. Somebody broke my door! Bruh! Somebody spawned in here and broke my door! How heckin' rude! Well, I know what happened there then. Do that. Why does your PC not crash with that render distance? It's called Voxy! a mod.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, so
Keep
we
up
have
the great work.
pretty crazy render distance in the nether. SJ Red Rabbit, thank you for the super fan, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the support recently. Might as well repair the electro over here. Oh, mods really are a good helper. Minecraft mods and the stream mods. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and I'm just gonna leave this running. We should be fine. But to be like super duper fine.
Oh yay this. Forgot it was time for this. Yay 40 months.
Yay, 40 months. Yay. Yentl, thank you so very much for 40 months at tier 2. I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you. I'll be right back. You all can listen to the blazes coming in. I'll turn up the music real quick. I'll be right back, and then we'll go. One moment.
Cha-ching!
Hello. Serenosky, thank you so much for the 5 gift members, my dude. Is it not just... Oh, I was really hoping it'd just be like blaring blaze sounds when I got back. Ah.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh wow, I have a milestone too. Be sure to toss a like to your flipper. 1 more month until 2 years.
Jinxie, thank you for the 23 months as a mega fan. I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you. Okay. I have $60. I'm asking if you can make a live of 3 hours, 1 video, and 1 short for my server for a big opening. I don't... You might want to do a little bit more information searching on what rates like that typically land.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, need a little bit more.
Here's
Another
also
40.
me with a stone of the mile variety.
Rainy, your stone is so cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Thank you for the 25 months at tier 2.
2 years next month.
Setnator, thank you so much for the 23 months. I appreciate it. Dude, we got so many 2 years coming in soon. This is crazy. So, how's everybody liking the new snapshot? Wait, sorry, there. Let me go. How we have a good time with the new stuff in Minecraft? How we doing? What's going on? Hello. Nice to repair items. Oh, I forgot to swap that back. I just baby member. That's okay.
Pleased to meet you.
Didn't realized I was over 2 years by a month.
You know what, Serenovsky, thank you for the 2 years. Oh my god, 2 years. Thank you so very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Y'all, I'm so excited for the shelves. I haven't been tempted to like jump into a creative testing world on a new snapshot in a long time, but I'm getting tempted, y'all. Been waiting for copper golems for years. Glad my patience was worth it. Yeah, and more importantly, the tough golem is never going to exist. I'm kidding, it might exist. But they've kind of replaced the copper golem. Like, they gave the copper golem the feature that the tough golem was going to have of just, like, carrying an item around like a moving item frame. I'm so glad the tough golem didn't win at this point, dude. Yeah, my friends, if you're like, why do I never get milestones? When's that thing going to pop up? If you're on YouTube and you are a member and you're like, where's my notification? Click the $ next to the chat, and there's going to be a send membership message option in there. If you're like, dude, I've been a supporter for so long and my name's never popped up. You probably have a membership message waiting that you can send. Y'all can click that. What is the tough golem? It was in a mob vote a while ago that was... It did not win. Come on, Blazies. No, get back down here. No, come down. I hate Blazes. I'm gonna make a stack and see how, or I guess 3 stacks and then see how far we can go.
Almost at a year.
Stephanie, thanks so much for the 11 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is definitely not whiskey farm speed. No, no, it's
Pleased to
not.
meet you.
Chroma holster. Thank you for the 35 months, almost to a brand new tree. Oh, that's so fun. Oh. One more. Sometimes I swear you don't tell us how much you don't like to landscape. I like landscaping.
Pleased to meet
Well, I
you.
guess we stay for a 3rd stack. No, I'm kidding.
Well, dang, the more you know who knew it had been a year.
Vault Joe with the 1 year, my dude. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. Is this everybody realizing that they could have sent a message and they're like, I forgot. Yep. Oh, the whiskey train, the whiskey train, the whiskey train. Have you ever noticed that blaze follow your elevation through the glass? Yeah. When I first built that farm, I did a whole bit about making them dance. I never knew how. Yeah, YouTube kind of hides it. I like that Twitch like actually has a pop-up being like, you can send a membership message now. YouTube's just like, here's a glowing button. Why is it glowing? We'll never tell you until you click on it. What's your favorite biome? Mega Taiga. Laggy. Oh, I have to go back to the nether unless we have so many here. Maybe this is gonna be awkward. Get it? Because we need a lot of ochre frog lights. Please don't leave. Oh, I need another. Oh, I forgot to unwax those, but I also need another stack of them. Wait for the ability to sleep. We'll just get a few. Wow, really? Yeah, I love the Mega Taiga. Most of the time I watch stream on phone, so I didn't know that was a feature. Yeah, YouTube does a really bad job at telling people about things you can do in a live stream. Dude, why are we lagging so much? I'm down at like 20, 30 FPS. What the heck? Game? I know Voxy's still in beta. I don't think it likes going through dimensions. Oh, I'm so dumb. Wait. We don't need to do any of this. It's pretty cool. I've just never heard anyone say it's their favorite. It's one of the most diverse biomes in Minecraft. And it's also the only biome that has custom rocks. If you didn't know, if you have waxed copper, you can just do this and send it right back into blocks of copper. A little save yourself some time there. Okay, then we're going to craft a ton of copper bulbs here. That'll give us 4 stacks. That should be enough to make it around the ring. Let's go get our ochre frog lights. What's your Favorite other YouTuber survival world? Who do I watch the most? I always like what Mog's up to in Superflat just because it's such a different way of playing. I think that's really cool. I like what Barse is doing. He's got a really fun way of just kind of building up a world too, which is cool. I like Dallas Med's Bedrock survival world just because I love the longevity that he has for it, and he's still going. I think that's really fun. Who else? Should be enough. I'll get 4 stacks just to be safe because we assume 2 stacks per. You have mentioned B-Dubs before. Yeah, I like B-Dubs survival world too. I more just like his builds and everything. I guess with B-Dubs, I don't really think of his survival world because he doesn't really upload it that often. He's so much more into the hermit. I thought I was gonna swoop that. Did not. But he's so much more into the hermitcraft side, which like I get. It does a lot better video wise. That's the same reason why I do a lot more hardcore than Misadventures. But yeah, I never really think of his as like a survival world that I enjoy watching. It's more like just seeing the builds that he's created. Okay, we've got all of that stuff. I want to craft a ton of trapdoors now. So we'll just lay them out on the floor. Wildman, you have a going, right? Headed out for the weekend. Please don't end stream on my way home. Like you're headed home from work right now, or you're headed out and I am supposed to stream till Monday. I'm confused. Oh, I can just do this. That. Lamp. I appreciate that they made it so you can turn wax blocks of coppers back into ingots. Oops. Okay. Stacking raid farms no work anymore. It's true. I always thought stacking raid farms were a little too OP anyways. If you want to grow fast, shorts are your best bet. Yes and no. I think just making good content is your best bet. Shorts can give you an inflation in viewers, sure. All right, does this work? It does. Haha. Yeah, shorts can inflate your viewer count, sure. But turning shorts viewers into people who are actually fans of your channel and are actually going to subscribe and stick around is very hard. Okay, we need more than 4 stacks. That's a bummer. Shorts viewers do not typically have a whole lot of drive to stick with any one creator. They're more in it just for watching the content that comes across their feed. So that can be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we need to go get some more. Look how fast these are aging. I want to keep messing around with shorts. I've been having fun making shorts content. I'm just so busy with other things right now that I haven't been able to keep up on it. That's unfortunate because shorts are so much of a thing that you get, like, the snowball effect is very real in short form content. Like, releasing a ton of it will help all of your previous ones out. Whereas long form, you can have one video go live and it be a banger and it'll do great. Shorts need a little bit They need more stuff keeping it in foursome. What's your favorite path interior? I'd say of the ones that I've built so far, the goldsmith probably. Okay, we'll deal with the rest of that after we get the whole upper floor like fixed and all that. Been around since episode 15. Call me Elone, I'm assuming. Thank you so much for being here. Good to have you still. Shorts also have quick turnaround time, which is really nice for creator brains. Yeah, I find shorts to be difficult to like figure out what you want to actually do for it. But I think that's more my creator brain is much more in the I like long form content. And so being able to just, but I like to have like my brain is so wired as a content creator to making a long form video. Dude, that aged as I placed it. What is this magic?
Pleased to meet
Spent
you.
3 hours on stream on.
Been a while. Hope everyone has a good Friday.
That was the fastest I've ever seen a trapdoor age. Love you, Logan. Thank you for the 15 months, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Don't know since when, but the first vid I've seen of yours was from the previous hardcore series. Yeah, hardcore season 2 was a fun one. I felt like I took a much more casual approach, like intentionally, and I had a good time doing that. But then I started really falling in love with like really big projects towards the end of it. So it's kind of a transitionary series, I think, into my current form of content creation. No need to skip a row. I'm just skipping a row for aesthetic purposes because I don't think I have enough to fill it all in. And if we do, we'll go back in and fill in the others. That was just casual watching, though. Fair. Casual watchers are always welcome and appreciated. Near the start of Empire Season 1 for me. Did you come in from somebody else in the Empire's crew then? Right? If I remember correctly, right, May? Are you ever sad to build a huge, beautiful build in a community world and never see it again? And everyone moves on to the next project. I loved your Goblin Kingdom. No, I build things for the process of building them. I'm not huge into like staring at older builds that I've made. I'm more into like existing in them while I'm working on it, and then expanding to make new things as I wrap them up. So moving on from Gobland was fine for me. I felt like I had done what I wanted to with it. I felt like I had experienced the build style as much as I had wanted to in the moment. So I felt pretty good about moving on to something else. They're saying they're on episode 31 now. What editing software do you recommend? If you're looking for a free one, check out DaVinci Resolve. I use Adobe Photoshop. If you are new into content creation, do not purchase Adobe Photoshop. It is ridiculously expensive. You do not need to shell out the money. DaVinci Resolve can do pretty much everything that you want Photoshop to do. And it is free. If you're trying to get into content creation, look into DaVinci Resolve. It's a very professional video editing software. And for an individual, it's free. Oh, you edit with Photoshop? Did I say Photoshop? No, I meant Premiere. Yeah, that's why my videos look so good. I stitch every single frame together. My video is actually just a giant GIF. You can play it on loop. I added audio on top of the GIF. My bad. How you doing, Bars? How's your day been going? Dude, I'm so tired today. I woke up so sleepy this morning. My brain is not functioning, as it is clear. All right, well, we got a lot of trapdoors filled in here, and we already have a few that have aged down. Would you look at that? All right, well, that's this floor done for now. Let's go work on the upstairs. I'm gonna take all the glass out of here. We're just gonna keep transferring the glass down into here. I'll just walk down to do it. It's aging so fast. Quick as heck. Okay.
Pleased to meet you.
19 months woo.
Blobbin, how we doing? Thank you for the 19 months. Oh, I forgot the roof. We ever consider publishing your texture back in the Minecraft Marketplace? I'd have to get partnered with Minecraft Marketplace for that, and it's a very complicated process to do. And also, a lot of the things that work on my texture pack do not work on Bedrock Minecraft. They specifically work on Java, so I don't know how I would port it very well. I do wish being partnered on the Marketplace was something that was easier. It's not for like everybody, because I don't want the Marketplace to be full of just like spam. There's enough crap on the Marketplace already from people who are somehow partnered with it. But like the fact that they only let in so many groups to be partnered earlier on, and then since then they're like, yeah, you can just work through one of our existing groups that we have. Like, I have never liked that. But you would think as like a content creator, even with the connections that we have at Mojang, to be able to like have PR reps and everything who we can chat with, you'd think we'd be able to get a partnership pushed through from the Marketplace. But then they're like, nope. Really annoying. So that right there is the edge of the bamboo farm. If you're unfamiliar with where we are underground, it's super broken. Can you chunk load flying machines now? Like, do they work if you chunk load them? You know Trixie blocks? I know of them. I've never chatted with them. I saw what they're doing in their new survival world transformation thing. That's nuts with all the custom bosses and whatnot. What's the mod for the glass? Yeah, continuity. So we don't have to chunk load this upper section, which is really nice, because chunks are vertical. So they're actually already chunk loaded. So the more of this that we can stack, the better. So I could be super lazy and just cover the glass, but I think we gotta go for the aesthetics. If we're doing the aesthetics, we gotta go all the way with aesthetics. What's the upgrade? We're tearing out the old copper aging room and we're turning into a new upgraded copper aging room. Because we sat on stream on Wednesday for 3 hours watching trapdoors age. So we're chunk loading this entire place so that it will always be running. We are adding copper, oxidized copper that is not waxed as the floor, which will then encourage other copper nearby to oxidize faster. And we're just adding some lights around the edge so it looks a little cleaner. You know Creekcraft? Yeah, I played an MCC with him once. He was nice. I think he was really overwhelmed being an MCC as a mostly Roblox content creator now, but he was nice to chill with. Is there a way to get the 2-block tall wheat on Bedrock? I'm not familiar. I don't know, sorry. I was like, what is that sound? It's the minecarts under the bamboo farm moving. How does this farm work exactly? So you have to get copper elsewhere. This is just a place to put copper down so it oxidizes faster than it would otherwise. Do you prefer the iron or the copper golem? They're so different. I know they both have golem in the name, but they are completely different mobs. The iron golem feels so like OG Minecraft to me that I feel like I'm just like, it's just kind of always been there, just like doing its thing. But I never really use it for anything other than, hey, look, iron farm. I don't really tend to add them around as like decorative iron golems or anything like that. Hey, have a good one. My friends on YouTube, click the like button if you haven't. We got 1,200 people in here. We're almost at 600 likes. Dude, I got spoilers on deck. Ain't nobody want the 1,000 like spoiler, I guess. I only need a few more. This is so sad. Kind of cleaning up the walls a little here too to get rid of the non-stone. Stone, andesite, and gravel. I don't really care if it's in there, but we'll try and get rid of the diorites and granites and ores. Oh shoot, that was the exact edge of the farm. Might add a minecart shoot there through there. Add flower, thanks for stopping by. You have a good one, all right? This feels very like almost backroomsy right now. Just with like the very office building. You just changed it to like white walls and a whitewashed ceiling. This would be so office. Be so office. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. All right, we'll put that in there. Now we need to cut. Cut. Now we need to take this line, send it all the way down. Updating my world to 1.21.7. Ooh, enjoy the new updates. If the stone were changed from tough, then it'd probably be more chambery. Yeah, I ain't wasting tough on this. I would love to. Would absolutely love this place to have tough walls. But I ain't wasting tough. Why am I tempted to just use the sword? Why do I want to just use the sword to break all this so I don't have to spend the 20 minutes or whatever we're going to be just breaking glass? Why do I just want to... How quick is it? Okay, it's not that much faster. Toss some cubicles in there. Yeah, we'll make some cubicles out of copper trapdoors. That'll be aging on top. Deep slate walls. Dude, all the tough and deep slate I'm mining right now is going into the university. I'll tell you that much. Because you know you need the glass. Yeah, but I could also just go get emeralds. No, I'm actually almost out of glass in my little box I keep around. Oh, we forgot to light all the bulbs. My bulbs! These are aging pretty quick, though. Look at them. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. There's so many trapdoors at stage 2 already. We don't mind the brewers of tough mining. It's just the problem of finding the tough to then brewer. That's the hard part. Okay, before we do this, let me light all these bulbs. I did see 2 of the bulbs over here have already aged down too, which is kind of fun. That'd be fun to be able to watch the bulbs just slowly age over time. Because they're technically outside the chunk, so they shouldn't age unless we're in the area. Which I don't know if that'll slow the edge ones from aging or not, but whatever. We'll be here for a bit. Some of them might get to stage 2. Quickest way to break glasses with Silk Touch and Efficiency. That's what we got. Silk Touch Efficiency 5. Will you make interiors of the Tough Castle or Mudbrick Castle? I'm gonna be guessing no. Maybe Inspiration will strike if we do something in the area around it, but current me is guessing most likely not. The quickest we'll get. So. Creeper got stuck in one of my iron farms when I was remodeling it, and I didn't have my headset on, so it blew me off the farm and into a ravine. Oh no, Codex. Oh no. Is it possible to dupe the dragon egg with the sand and gravel dupe and portal machine? Yeah, any gravity block you can dupe with that, including anvils. And diving stream? What do we do on a diving stream? Oh, some of these are gonna get stuck on the light sources below. If anything gets stuck, I'm not gonna bother. They duped the dragon egg on Hermitcraft Season 9. Yeah. Duping the dragon egg is really easy. Like, it doesn't really do much. And digging stream. Oh, for like landscape and everything. Yeah, we gotta get around to doing a big digging stream soon. You should make a train station connecting cities. I'm debating if I want to add trains as canon into this world or not. I haven't committed to the idea if trains are going to be a thing in here. What do y'all think? Do we think trains will take away from like the medieval fantasy vibe that we have currently? My worry is that if we add trains, it's going to make a lot of the other things feel like very outdated. I like the idea of having certain civilizations being a little technically advanced, but I don't know about trains everywhere. Vote no trains. I'm leaning towards no trains. I'm thinking like the occasional like tram system, but not like overworld like steam engine trains everywhere. Like I'm thinking that like the dwarves, similar to how it works in like World of Warcraft, where the dwarves have from Ironforge to Stormwind, they built a train. Like I'm kind of thinking we're in the World of Warcraft fantasy realm. So I've thought about having like a tram system that goes from underneath the dwarven area here that would bring you down and then send you straight over, and you'd get out of the tram like somewhere here in Tough Hall. So it'd be something fully underground that you wouldn't see, and I'm kind of tempted to make like one of those happy gas trains that people have designed, where you can just have a bunch of happy gas in a minecarts, and then they would all go boop, and then they'd all go whoop. It's more 1800s kind of vibe if you add trains, so nah. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards no trains. I do love the train aesthetic. Like, Bars, if you're still in here, the Nether Hub you've been doing is insanely cool. And then I know Germsy Boy is adding trains into his. Forever is asking about Survival Worlds. I do love what Germsy Boy's doing with his. That man has so many big projects going on, though. I know I'm sure he just keeps coming back to me like, oh, what did I do?
Hello.
I just closed every program. I just minimized every window. Hello. Sorry if it looks weird right now. I accidentally just shift windows buttoned. Just minimized every single window. Hello? We still here? We alive? We're good? I think so. What did I do? I've never done that before. I'm scared. Okay, I think we're back. I think that's everything. Yeah. And I fell. I still see and hear you. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Rudin, thanks so much for the 9 months, my dude. Wello, back to ya. We here? We here? Good. We here. Can I ask a question in chat? You just did. No other questions. Windows plus D does that. Why am I just hoping that one of these trapdoors by the time we're done is like fully aged? What about adding mythical creatures? Problem with mythical creatures being added into the world is that we would then need to build organics for them. And I don't really like mythical creatures, organics, and things in Minecraft that people design because they're just still. They don't move. The most you can do is like an eyeball blinks or like a pulsing light turning on or something, or like a... I don't know. I don't really like the look of it too much. You can ask a question. If you have a question in chat, feel free to just ask it. Because if you're ever saying, hey, can I ask a question? And I say, sure. I can't guarantee that I'll see your name again when you ask the question. So always just go ahead and ask the question first. Can't wait to add copper golems to my towns. They make such cool NPCs. Yeah, I think the copper golems are going to be really fun. Would you add any buildstone stuff? The waterfall and flags I don't like. I actually don't like the look of them. The fans I think are pretty cool. But I think they just add so much lag to the world. It's one of those where if you're trying to just make a single build and that's all you're doing to just show the proof of concept, I think buildstone is cool. If you're on a server and you're making a mega base, I think that's great. But with how I play the Minecraft games, you know, I play the Minecrafts, I'm playing much more from a side of trying to create a long existing world that's going to last for a really, really long time. So the more that I do things that are just going to intentionally add a ton of lag, that just limits the ability for stuff in the world later, or I'm just going to come back later and turn it off. Well, I know Beacon to mine this. Do beacons work on glass? I didn't think beacons worked on glass. But also at this point, I don't want to dig down to set up a beacon and then dig just that last little bit in the middle. It's fine. We're just chilling today. Yeah, I didn't think beacons worked on glass. Waterfalls aren't medieval. Yeah, no, waterfalls were invented in the 19th century, if you didn't know. They'd never been seen before the 19th century. What's your view on CMPs, like creative multiplayers? Play Minecraft however the heck you want to play Minecraft. I think that is my biggest takeaway on any form of Minecraft. If you have fun playing Minecraft and you and your friends have fun playing Minecraft in that way, I think that is absolutely freaking awesome. I think it's cool that content creators are also, what's their, Vindaria is the new creative SMP that, or creative CMP that came out. I think that's awesome. I've seen some of Calvin's videos on it, and I think it's cool. I'm excited to see what they do with it, because it seems like they have a very similar concept to what we have on Misadventures. They're just doing it in creative, so I'm interested to see how they implement when they finish their first projects, because I know Calvin's talked about how he's making a dungeon or whatever, and I'm curious to see what they end up doing for that side. If it's like, okay, you can then go into survival mode and you can do this thing, because the more I'm playing on Misadventures, I'm really loving the survival aspect and all those and running the dungeons and things. But God, also so much of me is just like, I wish I could just build a dungeon in creative and throw it on the server for everybody to play. Like, I'm having fun designing all the dungeons and doing all that. And I want to make a video like designing the dungeon. And then just being like, here you go. It's on the server now. Everybody can play. Yeah, I started watching Calvin because of all of his Axiom explanations and things. I feel like I felt pretty confident with the mod. And then I saw Calvin use the mod and I was like, oh, I know nothing. CMP creative multiplayer. It's just a survival multiplayer server like SMP, but they're in creative mode. Wait, oh, the person who said, can I ask a question? Oh, they just, yeah, okay. Yeah, no. It would make it very easy to make dungeons way too big, but it would be... I mean, yeah, that's kind of the Infernal Descent that Lizzie had released. Is like, that thing is like 20 minutes minimum to run it, and that's if you're doing it all correctly. You can get ones that go quicker, but like, it's still a big, like, 20-something minute endeavor. I think the fastest time right now is in the 17-minute range, something in there. But it would be fun to be able to I can't English today. That's fine though. But having the option to just design something, because I have this project in my mind that I would love to do, absolutely would love to do on Misadventures at some point. I don't think I've mentioned it to y'all, but whatever. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, there's a city called Borealis in one of the expansions, Battle for Azeroth, that most loved and favorite expansion of a long time in World of Warcraft. No, players did not like BFA too much, but there's the city called Borealis, which is the capital city for the expansion for the Alliance faction. But there's a dungeon in that expansion of World of Warcraft called the Siege of Borealis, where you are running through the entire city as if it were caught on fire and pirates are attacking it. And so the entire place that is like where you are existing in as your town, that's a safe haven, have this awesome time, then you can phase into the dungeon and it's all on fire. It's nighttime. There's monsters everywhere attacking everything. And it's just this whole really, really cool vibe for something. And I have, since Misadventures was announced, wanted to create like my version of that, of a giant town. Like, imagine if we took Path. Like, imagine if I finished Path throughout the course of Misadventures, and then I created a copy of it where it's just stuck in nighttime, everything's on fire, and we create a dungeon loop out of the city. We can add barricades up along streets so you can't get through those points, and whatever you want to direct the player in certain ways. But like, you can do that, so you can take a build that's this really cool city with happy NPCs running around during the day, blah blah blah, cool vibes. Also has a Kraken as the last boss. It does, yeah. Probably the definitely worst part about that dungeon is the Kraken boss. I hate that boss. It's just so stupid. It's so boring. But I've always thought it'd be so cool to be able to take something like that concept of just build a city and then turn into something where you just like fully flip it over from being this really peaceful, beautiful place, like, to buildings are on fire, they're rumbled, they're burning, they're just absolutely destroyed, and then you just add like this crazy like pillager force that's attacking the dungeon, just to keep it in like that's attacking the city, and you have like an escort mission in there where you need to escort civilians to safety to get back up to the barracks where the guards are trying to hold over the post. So you can have like safe places within the dungeon where they're like fighting the evil dudes coming in and all that stuff. I just think it'd be so fun. That boss is just a time sink. There's nothing fun about it. So that's like my ultimate Misadventures dungeon. If I were to pick like one dungeon that like I'll spend like a vast majority of my time in Misadventures working on, it would be that. How long have I been doing content for? We're almost at 9 years. Sorry, there's somebody on a stupid motorcycle going by. Which hardcore episode are we on? I'm currently... Oh, gee, I did it again. I'm currently recording episode 100. Kind of a big deal. Do you know when the dungeon you made is going live on the server? I do not know. I think it's next up, but I don't know when that will be added. I know it's being worked on. I just know it's still in the works to get filled out. It will be the next dungeon that gets added, which is exciting to be able to be the first survival built dungeon on the server. I'm very excited for that. How much glass is there? We're almost done. Probably got 2 chunks worth of glass left to break. Yeah, glass is ridiculously slow to break. I hate it. It's so dumb. Yeah, my friends, click the like button if you haven't for all the glass breaking. You know, super engaging content here. I'm doing the absolute best content I possibly can today, so make sure you click the like button. Pained by the frog lights that fell onto the other frog lights. That'll be fine. I have a frog light farm. Once you set up a frog light farm, at least on Java Edition, because you can do it on the nether roof, they are so easy to get. Frog lights are a lot harder to get on Bedrock. I do feel for the Bedrock players who struggle to get frog lights, because all you can really do is a Bastion spawner frog light farm, or you like clear an entire perimeter. You watch new Fantastic Four? I've not, no. I haven't even seen the new Superman yet. I did hear it was good, though. Okay, we need to do, like, one more strip down either side, and then we could just stand in the middle and break it all going back. Go pick up all the glass that's been... 16 by 16 Koi Dragon, not 16 by 26. I don't know if you just saw a typo or not. That'd be funny if chunks were 16 by 26. They're just randomly 10 blocks longer in one way than the other. Could you imagine? It'd be such a funny way of doing it. Love your videos, especially found your channel sooner. Been watching your hardcore series for a while now. Thanks, dude. Oh, welcome aboard, regardless when you got here. Pleasure to have you. This is all gonna go to cut. I think we're gonna need it. If you ever need more glass breakage, your house has way too many windows. Oh, Dave, it's fine. Just wait till you see how many windows are in the university. When's the university video coming out? First university video will be out Thursday next week. Build yourself a bigger house in this world? Probably not. I kind of like that I still use the starter house. I actually really like that I still use the starter house. I need to keep moving items out of there and make more storage rooms to get the house cleared out a little bit more. But no, I like it. Is this becoming automatic? I wish. I wish we had a way of just doing sweepers on these to auto mine it all, but no. No, it's just going to be a lot faster. I mean, you can see how quickly those trapdoors are aging down there already compared to the ones that we were trying to age on stream yesterday. Or not yesterday, Wednesday. I really am thinking that we just send, like, all of the copper that I have into trapdoors. Like, all of the base stage copper I have, just send it all to be trapdoors. Fill this entire place. I love your starter house. It's actually the video that got me into watching your vids. Yeah, I really like how that one turned out. I feel like it even has aged pretty well. I would have textured it differently if I did it nowadays. But I really like it as is. Nah, I'll be out in a week. Probably. You play any instruments? Not anymore. I played piano growing up for 5 years or so, and I played guitar for 2 years, but I haven't done either in 15 something years. Probably 16 years, 17 years at this point. So I don't really remember how to do either, but I wish I had kept with playing piano. I had so many friends in college, like fraternity brothers and whatnot, that were music majors that would just sit down because we had a piano in the Greek life house, and they would just sit down and play music. Like, they just sit down at lunch and just play piano just because they could. I always was like, this is so cool. I wish I still had the skill to do that. Trapdoors will last maybe a month or two for you. Yeah, I unfortunately think now that I know that I can age them faster, it's going to make me want to use more of them. I just rewatched the Copper Farm video and then I saw you're online. Dude, I was not expecting that Copper Farm video to go off so hard. I am so pleasantly surprised by that Copper Farm video. I think it's just the absurdity of the project. Especially when at the time you could build that one in the end before it broke. The ENX04 design that was so much better than what I made, but I just made something that was just gigantically stupid and so over the top. Even the person who made the farm originally, because I added them in the description, they ended up copying it, like commenting on it, and they said something along the lines of being like, huh, I never actually intended for anybody to build this in survival. Like, well, hello, nice to meet you, I'm fWhip. Copper aging room. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so by putting all of this oxidized copper down, it helps make non-oxidized copper nearby it age faster, is the entire purpose of what we're doing today. So by placing all of this down, we can then cover this with a layer of copper blocks, or copper trapdoors, or copper doors, whatever we want to do, and it will oxidize so much faster. You have any ideas for a building project in my survival world? Make a crater in the ocean that goes all the way down to the deep slate layers and fill it with bioluminescent corals. You can use can you use end rods? Can end rods be waterlogged? I don't know. But you can use glow lichen covering blocks to get light sources and make it like make the Mariana Trench in your Minecraft world, but like really bioluminescent corals and blah blah blah. And you make it large enough that you can put like buildings down there and have some underwater sea people living there. I've been playing Dave the Diver. Great game, by the way. Love it. And I'm at the point where I met the sea people. I met them while I'm in like the glacial area now. For anybody who's played, I just got the crowbar. For anybody who's played the game, but super fun game. Anyways, though, they have this like you get like darker and darker and deeper and blah blah blah, and then the underwater sea people, as if I just makes me love the game even more. Their entire society is powered by a magic tree that grows underwater. And the fruit from the tree is a fuel source and light source they use for everything. It's very fWhip coded. So now I want to build an underwater tree. I have land tree, I have nether tree, I have end tree. Don't have underwater tree. Love that game. This is the first time I ever played it. I had a buddy that when it came out, he was like, dude, you would love this game. You need to play it. And I was just like, sure. I'm so busy with other games. I don't need to play it. Blah, 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 blah. And then I started playing it when we went to Montana a few weeks ago. And I ended up texting him being like, I should have listened to you. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I just like, I should have listened to you. You were right. I do love this game. You knew me better than I knew myself. I should have just bought it back then. It's so good. I run out right here. Ugh. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So close. You're in my neck of the woods. Yeah, we were fly fishing. Had a great time. Okay, so we need to go get some more of thems. Actually, did I have a bunch here? Can I just throw these in? Nobody's gonna know. They're not gonna know. How would they know? Nobody's gonna know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Subnautica 2. I know. Oh, dang it! I know somebody just asked about that. I feel like I need to dive into Subnautica again before I maybe I don't know. Do you think Subnautica 2 is geared around you need to really play the first one? Because I feel like I didn't make it far enough in the first one to like really warrant being like, ooh, I want a second. Hear me out, Copper Tree. True. Please do play it. Maybe I restart Subnautica and we do like a stream series out of it. That could be fun. Okay, well, that's this room done, right? Yeah. It was just, wow, I can't believe those aged so fast. That's so fun. Cool, let's go get a heck of a lot of copper. And we need to bring back some empty shulkers. Did I say dive into Subnautica? Oh, wow, oops. That wasn't even on purpose, y'all. I'll take it, though. I'll take that. +1. You're gonna have to wax all the lightning shots you're doing this. I hadn't even thought about that. Alyssa, why'd you make me realize that I have to do that? Oh, no. Yes, I guess we will. I guess we will. At some point. No, you're fine. I'm just being dramatic. That's gonna suck, though. That's really gonna suck. That's really, really gonna suck. Oh, where's all the regular? I need this. Okay, all of these are gonna go into trapdoors. Oh, hopefully. Aha! You're gonna make sure that honeycomb farm is at peak efficiency. Yeah, I might actually have to restart it now. It's been off. Well, it's been off. The bees are still doing their thing, but they've had no shears in it for almost a year at this point. Do I finish the base floor, or do I just add these to the second floor? Copper flex? Yeah, look at all them trapdoors. Trapdoors. I think we finish off the base floor, huh? Probably. There's an opening there. Grab a stone to fill that in before I forget. Yeah, I think we need to finish this off. The glass. I left glass. Both. I am not gonna make many more than this for now. We'll use them eventually, sure, but we'll do every other strip up above and see how far that gets us. I know somebody said technically I could add another layer of copper above these and then use like a trapdoor to be able to get down here to swim around or crawl around and mine it all, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. That just sounds annoying. Unless we put like a speed beacon here, which I don't really want to do. The second Subnautica game will take place on a different world and has a different story to it. Okay. I played the Subnautica, the Arctic one. That's the one I got the farthest in. I've actually played most of the Subnauticas. I just haven't finished any of them. I usually felt the point where I was like, I got to the point where I started building up my base and doing all that, and then I just kind of got annoyed. It's really funny that Minecraft is my favorite game, because most other survival crafting games, sorry, excuse me, I get so annoyed by the grind of having to go out and find materials. But I guess Minecraft is pretty easy to get like the basics to be able to build stuff with. And also the free like voxel building style makes me really excited about it. But yeah, I get a little disheartened and annoyed when I'm playing other survival crafting games and I'm just like, yeah, just... Do you remember? Yeah, all of this is unwaxed. I crafted all of the copper back into ingots, so it unwaxed itself. Excuse me, sorry. Dude, I was not expecting to take 3 hours to do this. The only one that I got decently far into, and then even that I started getting a little annoyed by it, was Mines of Moria. That, I felt like the gameplay was fun for a while, and then it felt very samey. But the building in it was pretty easy, which was nice. It was more like getting the specific ores to be able to upgrade your stuff. And I was starting to get a little like, yeah, I'm not having a great time. I was enjoying it, but then I just like got bored and didn't finish it. Crazy with the trapdoors. We need them. We need so many copper trapdoors, dude. Not just... I love copper trapdoors. They're one of my favorite trapdoor detailing blocks, especially the second and third stage. They're so good in brick builds. So I need a few hundred for the university, probably. Have you seen Lord of the Rings once or twice? I've been using them a lot when I've been planning the university for like decorative archways around windows and things. I've been using a lot of weathered copper. Another 239 likes and I'll give you a little teaser. But I mean, we're not quite there yet. Thoughts on Vintage Story? I'm seeing it being more and more popular recently, so I'm kind of debating that I should give it a chance and play it. But I still don't feel like I would love it. Kind of for the same reason that I was just saying that I didn't really get into Subnautica or Mines of Moria for too long. But maybe with like a chat community helping me figure out what to do in Vintage Story, it'd be better. Because I feel like that's a game where I'm like, no, spoilers, all spoilers. Please teach me how to play this game. Because I feel like Vintage Story is trying to do what Minecraft did way back in the day with like, there's all these things added, you don't have a recipe book, you don't know how to do it until you do. But then Minecraft got so popular that it had the crazy wiki with everything on it ready to go, but it was still simple. Like there wasn't a whole lot of depth to things. You could figure it out, and then they slowly added depth on top of it, where Vintage Story, I feel like, has so much depth to it already that I'm like worried about getting into it. Hoping Vanilla Tweak makes a data pack to easily oxidize copper, so this doesn't need to be the only way. I'm pretty sure they have one. Don't they have one where you can throw it in a cauldron? Ever played Raft? Yeah. That's a... Raft? If they reduce the amount of food you need to eat, Raft would be such a good game. I know it's like the early game, you're stuck on a raft, you should be borderline starving to death, blah blah blah, but so much of the early game time in Raft was based around, can you find food to eat and like spend all this time fishing and everything, that it just started for me getting to the point where I was just like, I'm just not having fun. When's the next stream or video? Next stream will be on Monday, most likely. What are you using for the roof of the university? I'm using Deep Slate. All right, I already cleaned everything up. Have any reached like a 3rd or 4th stage yet? Oh, I forgot to fill in that hole. Yep. There's a big hole. Can't have that. There's another hole. What if a creeper dropped in here? What was I thinking? Behold, my trapdoors. We need that spoiler. I need 1,000 likes. I don't know what that was. No, I want that. Cool. Got over a shulker box of glass back. Have any reached... Oh, hello, Bright. Any stage 3ers yet? Any stage 3ers? I'm not seeing a stage 3er. No 3s. I'm going to finish this and just say... Copper aging update. Yep, nobody's hit stage 3 yet. That's fine. And just to do a double check. Can't see light levels because it's all spawn proof. Okay. Because the trapdoors are down. We'll double quick check in here. Yep, nothing is below 5, so we're all set on that. Sick. So...
Pleased to meet you.
I'll go show you all the copper farm. Quakar, I think. Thank you so much for the tier 2 membership, my dude. Appreciate it. Let me go drop all this glass off. My front door was open. I have a shulker in here with just like barely any glass in it, I believe. Or did I empty it and I got rid of it? If so, oopsie. Put it in here. In here. 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 Yeah, you can go in there. And you can go in there. Love these night skies. Yeah, you only see them every once in a blue moon. I don't know. I never look up to see if the moon's actually blue or not, though. I see them when I get a blue sky. Okay, let's grab... Just for safety reasons, I gotta blow my nose, too. That post sneeze and now your nose is all drippy. Ugh, the worst. Oh, there's water buckets in here. What is this disc? Oh. Do I have a crater disc up in my collection yet? Why do I have 2 down there? I do. Alright, well, you can go in there in the extras. Is that another pun? Yeah, I didn't mean it to be. What's the mod that makes the render distance very far? It's called Voxy. What are we doing now? People are asking about where I get copper in the world. And to be honest, most of the time I just use the... whatchamacallit? Just like ripping apart trial chambers because there's more copper in there than I can get. Hey, Stam, how we doing? Welcome on in. But I'll show y'all my drowned farm that is also a decent source of copper. That guy. That guy right there. And the nether turns into this guy right here. Pick Stacy, welcome on in. No worries at all. Hope you're doing well today. Found the seed for my vanilla world last night. Ooh. Ooh. Anybody need some tridents? I got tridents. I got tridents. I got tridents on tridents. I got copper. I did hook up auto crafters on here a while ago, which is nice to have. But if we just chill here for a minute or two. Oh, they're already up here waiting for us. Thanks, guys. I got some tools to repair. It takes a minute to warm. We gotta warm up the copper before we can start harvesting, so. Actually, I don't know why I'd be putting that away. Just give it a quick minute. So the way this farm works is this is a river biome. River biome, spawn drown. Drown go wee! Because soul sand. When they go wee up here, they go woo into the portals. And then from the portal, they go around that way. And then they come back and they go wee! Look how many drown we have! Just stop by for a quick one. Have a good rest of the day. Hey, Stam, thanks for stopping by, dude. You have a good one. Look at all of them. Look at all them chickens. By chickens, I mean drown. Oh, we got a trident boy. Yeah, so this is my copper farm if I ever need copper. I mean, at least they're having a great time until the end, you know? One second. Okay. Maybe it's me, but you sound quiet even with the loud volume on my end. I feel like this is normal for what I normally sound like. Maybe I'm a little quieter than my videos, but this is normal stream. Is it possible to automate this? You have to physically kill the drown to get them to drop copper. Otherwise, they will only drop random plush. So you can turn AFK clicker on, like I might have here. No hands. Woo! Killing mobs. It takes a minute to get there, but when it warms up completely, this thing is pretty crazy. Can you tell that one movie, series, game such inspires you the most to new building ideas? I don't really know. I'd say I take a lot of concepts for like fantasy from World of Warcraft and the Warcraft universe. Cyberpunk 2077, I really want to get into cyberpunk builds. We're going to do a bit of that in the Nether. I've kind of decided that the Nether is just going to exist in its own timeline. I think both of those. I think the Assassin's Creed games, I don't really love the gameplay of them, but I love the concept art that they release. So I follow along with those a lot, just because their concept artists are amazing. They make a lot of really cool stuff for games that they release, just in terms of the concepts that you can get that haven't actually turned into something. So that's fun. Yeah. Have you played Breath of the Wild yet? No, I'm not a huge Zelda fan. I'm typically not super into the Zelda games. I haven't played a Zelda game since Majora's Mask. I enjoyed that one when I was a kid, but I haven't I went through a long period where I didn't own a Nintendo console, so I just kind of never really got into them. I liked them when they were just like a Game Boy game, like the top-down Zeldas, like those. I loved those as a kid. but I never got super into them after they went into 3D worlds. I love how Venezia and Florence are shown in AC2. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah, AC Unity had a lot of really cool concept art. Assassin's Creed Odyssey had a lot of really cool concept art for like Mediterranean and more so Roman architecture. That was really fun to see. AC Origins has a lot of really cool Egyptian architecture that you can pull from. Do you ever have a Sonic phase? Not really. Just like I played anything and everything when I was a kid, but nothing that I was like obsessed with long term. We'll see how much copper we ended up getting out of this. They're all picking up stuff, so we need to let the farm run for a minute and clear all the items out, probably. I think that's all the items, yeah. Alright, we'll keep flying machine on us. I'm gonna put you back. You can go back. Well, there's Silk Touch go up. No, Silk Touch go down there. Non-Silk Touch go up there. Chill, chill. Chill. They get to entity cramming so fast on this farm. It's crazy. Okay. Look at all those Nautilus shells too. Yeah, we almost got... This is all still very much coming through. You can see all of it moved in there. We got another 7 blocks of copper on here so far. And this one got a few. I didn't pick those up yet. Did you? No, you didn't get... Looks like it's all still... Yeah, it's all still coming through. The storage system on this farm is a little slow. It's only at hopper speed, so it's not the best when you're spawning this many drowned. Yeah, as a kid, I got really into a lot of strategy games. I loved Age of Empires. So as soon as I got a computer that was like able to play video games, all of the console games I just couldn't care less. I stopped playing. Like I was all over anything that I could get was a strategy game. Age of Mythology, Age of Empires, Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2. Like those were the games I played as a kid. I still to this day I love strategy games. Look at that tree. Look at that desert city. Look at that castle. Does this farm still work? Yeah, I mean, we were just using it. Yeah, my drowned farm didn't break. That's the reason why I built this one instead of ENX04's little gimmicky one that might have been better when it worked, but it ain't working now. I don't know why I brought shulker boxes. I was like, yeah, I played Command and Conquer 2, I think. I didn't get super into Command and Conquer. I was more into Age of Empires. And oh, the one dude that I wish was still around, Empire Earth. Oh, anybody play Empire Earth? That was such a good one, dude. That was a favorite. You start as cavemen and you can go all the way to tech up into the atomic, like space age and everything. It's just like such long games and they're so cool. Dude, Empire Earth was my favorite. I had this like from Age of Empires 2. I got really hooked on a kid. It was just like replaying the same missions and just seeing what stupid ways I could get through and try and win. And so I got really hooked for a while. In Age of Empires 2, there was the Great Wall of China mission. If you played Age of Empires 2, you know that one if you played the campaigns. Where you start with a little nomads and you're playing as the Mongolians. You're trying to like break down the wall to get into China. And dude, I loved that mission. Oh, I've probably played through that mission 50, 60 times as a kid. Civ 1 through... Yeah, I need to jump back on Civ 7. I've heard it's a lot better now that there's a few more recent fixes to it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Gee, those look really cool with all the resin in there, giving the orange. Fun. Spoilers. Look at all the changes we made there. Wow, it's so cool. I don't even know why it lets you zoom in that far. That's so close. You can't discern anything. Thought he said 6'7". The meme. No, I just want to check. I'm just so curious. I'm like, how quick is it? Have we had 1,000 likes yet? Nope, we're at 812. It's okay, though. 3 hours into stream. We'll get there. We're looking good. We're looking good. It's aging. This is all going to set me up for a lot of success in the future. Any stage 3 yet? Any stage 3ers? We get a first one? No, but we've got a lot of stage 2. I just saw one flip right there. I'm pretty happy about this. The copper bulbs around the side are going to have to age, and then that might even help a tiny touch a little bit more. fWhip, what's your favorite meme? Dude, I don't know. I've been around before memes. Actually, I do know. This is my favorite. It's every time it gets me, dude. The lizard that just goes like, it's so dumb, but it's such a good one. It's my favorite. It's by far my favorite, because you know it's just a lizard who's just breathing, but it's just that's my favorite. That's by far my favorite. That's never not a good meme. Oh, can't let him out. He lives in there. Back when I was trying to block in all of the light coming in and out. Oh, there's a second one. Hi, buddy. You have a salmon. That's so nice. You want to keep holding that? Yeah, you can hold that. What's your friend got down there? Oh, no, that was you down there. Oh, you flew all the way up here. Oh, that's so sweet. Goodbye. I really loved this build. I need to do more stuff like this again. I feel like just going in and doing something where we actually like flesh out a bit of a story about how it all goes. I feel like that's what I'm wanting to move into in content creation. Is sharing more of the story about why I did something the way I did it. I was definitely like, oh, trapdoors to pick up. No, those are from Egg's cart. My eggs! He's been doing interiors. Oh, yeah, no, we're not doing anything. We're not doing an interior today. I still need to come back and get the banners in place properly for the goldsmith. I haven't done that yet. Last interior we did was we did this one and we did this one. It's fun to have them in though. I like them. I need to come through and get the buildings on this side of the street. That's like the big thing that I got to do for path. Well, we got a lot of big things that we got to do for path, but for the most part I'd say like that's like this is starting to get to be a bit of an eyesore when everything else around here, like, Let's go borrow a friend real quick. Can we land it? Let's see. Oh, nailed it. Steak or sushi tonight? Dude, I would always go for sushi. A little feces. Wee. When are you gonna do all the trees in University Street? I don't know. So cute, but so slow. I don't know. We're zooming. You see those goggles? That's gonna block all the wind in their face that they're getting all the time. Zoom in. I feel so small because it zooms your camera out. You think the Happy Gas has a soft belly? Yeah. Do you think they like scritches on their belly, or do you think they like scritches on their chin? Like, do you think they like scritches like right there on their chin, like right underneath their mouth, or do you think they're like a give me belly scratches type of mob? Anyways, I wanted to come up here so we could have a good little view, and I figured why not use a Happy Gas? Yeah, so the city up there looks great, right? Looks very full. That feels like a city. You get into here, you're like, yeah, it still feels like a city. It's pretty good, pretty full coming throughout here. We love. You get down there and you're like, yeah, it still feels pretty city. This is more industrial park edge of it. I need to get that area sorted, and then we probably are gonna add like another building or something. I think this needs to be a building for some reason in my brain, or maybe I just need to actually build the carts right in there. That could probably fix it too. And then we need to get some stuff over on that side to kind of clean that cliffside up. But it helped a lot now that we have University Street coming in to thicken up like where the connection point is between the two, now that it kind of goes along the wall here. But this just empty blob of just open space to me. Are gas scaly or fuzzy? I always think they're kind of like gloopy. I don't see a Happy Gas as like fuzzy. I was thinking they're kind of like a little gloopy, blobby. Yeah, blobbing. You could. But yeah, we need this section here. Even if we just did buildings lining that side and did like the back street around there, that's going to connect behind this thing because that'll kind of be positioned on its own. Just that alone will help the top and bottom feel so much more connected. Like that disconnect from that building and that building is really bugging me, dude. And we also need to finish up back in there. That's another bothersome point. Those we have planned out a little bit. I need to finish texturing and everything, but I've got them planned roughly, so it's looking pretty good. We'll have to get the last boat in the harbor here, at least for this side. I do think we are going to extend the harbor around there, because why not? I think this mountain is gonna get the more that I'm like messing around like with ideas for this in my brain, the more I'm like that mountain is gonna get changed. Google says ghost like and no fur. They could have fireproof fur. Gotta go return him to his buddy. I really like your Birch Tree Forest biome you did a long time ago. Will you build something like that again? Yeah, I really want to do a forest transformation soon. What scratches do Coda and Nova and Coda like? Nova just wants any amount of touching. She just wants somebody to pet her anywhere. She really likes butt scratches though. She'll do the little back feet stampies if you give her butt scratches. Coda, you have to ask for permission to pet. Like, you actually walk up to Coda, stick your hand out and go pets, and he'll lean in or he'll lean away. If he leans in, he loves like a back of the ear scratch, or if he's laying down, he likes belly scratches. But sometimes Coda just doesn't want scritches. City is looking big. It is. It's getting up there. Once we can get this area in too, it's gonna really increase the impact. I mean, once the whole university is in, this city is gonna look gigantic. Maybe like stingray texture. Yeah, probably. Probably stingray-ish. All right, my friends. That's gonna do it for stream today. We've been live for a little over 3 hours, and I've got a ton of work to do. Hey, look, there's a university behind me. Cool. Okay, well, you know, we only hit 847 likes, so we'll get on out here. I guess no big spoilers today. It's fine. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I got a ton of stuff to do to wrap up the day, and then I gotta go clean out my garage. Whoa, gonna be super fun. Let's see who we can drop a raid off to over on the Twitch side. Who's live? I see Ren is live. Skiz is live. Oh, they're playing. Phasma Bros are live. Who else do we know? Wait, did Ren just end? We'll go raid Avid. We haven't raided Avid for a while. He's live and he's doing some Skyblock Kingdom stuff, and I always want to send some love his way. Oh, he's in a big group call right now. Whatever. I already clicked raid. We'll raid him. We might get missed over, so you make sure spam a ton. Just drown out the chat with spam and noise, and no, be nice, be friendly. But thank you so much for being here, my friends. With that, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye. fWhip raid in the chat, all that cool stuff, yay.